Hello and welcome to another episode of the Never Words podcast. I'm your host, Tom Brown, joined as always by my brother Jack on these Fridays. Jack, the Red Sox have a big roster decision coming up, and when you dig down deep into it, it doesn't look great because many reports came out that Alex Bregman will be opting out of his contract, something I actually thought he would do. Actually, was I the one that said no? I think I said he was staying, and I think you said you were pretty sure he was opting out. But anyways, he's opting out, and they have a glaring hole in their lineup now.
Yeah, third base might be a problem. They are still the favorite to re-sign him in the offseason. Um, They'll probably tack on a more guaranteed money and probably a longer contract. Um, which 31 uh going forward, it's not the worst thing to pay him. I mean, his presence there in the lineup marked a clear definition of this year's team versus last year's team. And I think that's what Breslow and Cora wanted to do in bringing in a guy who knew about winning and like establishing a culture. Mike Vrabel, 2025.
Yeah, they are the favorite, and we live in the region where they're just like, well, they won't let him go. They might, especially because a team had an epic second half collapse that has his former manager in AJ Hinch and would be like, do you know what would be a perfect veteran piece for us? The Detroit Tigers.
And they were in the mix for Bregman last free agency.
They offered him the longest contract, and then he ended up taking the Red Sox, which gave him the best AAV and the two opt outs. So I compiled something, Jack. And currently, if you look at the Boston Red Sox roster right now, on their, I got this roster off of Baseball Reference, which still had Abraham Toro, who's not there. Um, Games played at third base for current members of the Boston Red Sox. If you take uh, Alex Bregman out of the equation, Christian Gonzalez, oh, geez, Jack, you mentioned Mike Vrabel. Here I am. Christian Campbell, 0. Romy Gonzalez, 21. David Hamilton, 1. Marcelo Mayer, a rookie last year, the most at 39. Nick Sogard, 16. Nate Eaton, 28. And if you, on top of that awful list I just gave you, you take away someone who was so incredibly solid to, not solid, he was awesome. He won the Gold Glove last year at third base. Team errors, 2025, the Red Sox were 30th. 2024, they were 29th. 2023, they were 29th. 2022, 16th. In 2021, 29th. So you lose that bat, that glove, that presence, you are looking at an under 500 team. Just like that simple.
Yeah, I mean, that's with the assumption they don't sign somebody. I mean, Gino Suarez is going to be out of his deal. I feel like that would kind of be a good bat for Fenway Park. Um, but there are third basemen out there. I hope they make a move. And that's also assuming that they pick up Story's option. That option is also picked up, and Marcelo Mayer isn't playing short next year.
Right.
Or Marcelo
So
Meyer, sorry.
Meyer, don't you just feel like they'd go through if they don't sign Bregman back, don't you feel like they'd go through the option and be like, or the offseason and say, we're okay. We'll put Mayer at third base. We're fine. Marcelo Mayer will be our third baseman opening day. He's never been healthy for a full professional season. Hasn't
No.
proved that. He's played 30, what was it, 39 games there?
Yep.
So sure, that is an option, but this is just them being okay with moving guys off their primary position again. And I'm not, through the last couple off seasons, I'm not entirely sure that they will fill that hole because there's one across the diamond at first, second base, number 2 pitcher. So we're not looking at a 2004 2003 offseason spending spree here.
Well, no. There's no free agents who would command that, I don't think. Maybe Pete Alonso, but would be like the biggest guy they'd look to go after. I can't think of any big name free agent pitchers that are out there this year, but and we're still watching the NLCS and the ALCS, Tom. But no, I don't think they're going to spend. I did read something on MLB trade rumors that they are projected to spend more than they did the past couple of years because they're under the luxury tax. So, I mean, hopefully they do it. I mean, they had a good enough team to make the playoffs. I think that we even addressed it that some of your biggest holes, your kind of thin roster, were exposed instantly by the Yankees in a three-game series. So hopefully they address them. And I feel like if Bregman does move on, which I actually do think they're going to sign him, but if he does, yeah, I think then the conversation moves to, are you going to pull the trigger on Meyer at short? Um, is Christian Campbell going to be your second baseman all year? And can Tristan Casas stay healthy and productive? So like you have a good core of your infield, you might just have one person too many, like the same situation as your outfield.
Yeah. And it, again, like you said, it's still super early. The stove hasn't even been turned on yet. Um,
No. I
there's
mean,
still games
these
being
playoffs are
played.
firing us up. At least the AL side. The NL's
Yeah.
becoming a touch predictable.
Yeah, we're gonna get there. But it's just when I was like, I wonder who else could play third on this roster right now. It was tough to see. Gino Suarez, well, we'll get to it later, but he might need to he's cold right now. I'm not gonna hold it against them for one series against where they do pitching matchups, but he's an option. Pete Alonso. I mean, I
Well,
would
Pete Alonso's not
say
going to play third.
no. Just off-season spending. But I would say this is the last year I think I'll trust Casas and excuse me. I'm teetering about Mayer. I don't like his track record.
I can tell that about Marcelo Meyer because you keep saying mayor like he was an elected person to run a city.
Ah, damn it. I do.
Oh, we got a cold. We got a cold settling in Goffstown, New Hampshire. It looks like we got a
I do,
throat
but right
cold
now
before.
I have
Oh,
something in my throat.
at least you're 2 weeks out from your Super Bowl.
What's my Super Bowl?
Halloween.
Oh yeah. Oh God. Halloween in Goffstown. They write books about it. One more Red Sox note, Jack. And that is three guys from this year's team that finished last place in errors are Gold Glove finalists. Uh, Carlos Narvaez for catcher, Cedane Rafaela for center field. I hope the people that make the lineup take a quick look at that. And then Wilyer Abreu in right field, and he's the reigning Gold Glove winner, which usually means he'll win another because that's just kind of a weird legacy award.
Yeah, I think, and this might just be me being really spiteful against Gold Glove because I always get it wrong on Immaculate Grid.
Oh God,
Um,
you never know who wins.
I just don't think it matters that much. I think Platinum Glove is more reflective of a really good fielder, obviously. But I would say Narvaez. I wouldn't be surprised if Narvaez, if they all three of them win it, to be honest with you. And excuse me, and the Red Sox get mislabeled as some defensive team,
Yeah,
which they are not.
yeah, but the Abreu is a little weird because he was hurt a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that I don't think I think he's the only one who probably shouldn't win it because he missed so much time. But he is a good outfielder.
Uh, it's weird. Cal Raleigh wasn't a finalist. He was a Platinum Glove winner last year, but
Yeah,
uh,
that is weird.
Uh, but yeah, I just love that Carlos Narvaez just came over from the Yankees and was that good as a rookie. Dylan, Dylan Dingler, which every time I hear that name, I think it's funny, and that's the immature growing up in a house of boys me.
Hmm.
That name is hysterical. And
Okay.
Alejandro Kirk are the other finalists for the AL at catcher.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, but we're gonna do our predictions. We like to do the awards predictions later,
Hmm.
because those come out. Do they come out during right after the World Series? Everything starts happening, right? You get the
Yeah, and
finalists.
then and
Yeah,
the people clamor for it.
yeah, that's what people want. All the people rushing to this podcast. All right, Jack, let's hit the NLCS real quick
All right, can I
because
start?
go ahead.
The Dodgers have too much. This plucky Brewers team, who is a good baseball team, what are they going to do? It never
Yeah,
stops. They never stop.
you, the whole seasons are long, people get hurt. But if Blake Snell and Tyler Glasnow are going to be completely healthy in the playoffs, and Yamamoto is going to be healthy during the playoffs, and Hiroki Sasaki is going to come out of the bullpen,
They just
it's
shut it down.
just
Well, he
it's
had a rough
ridiculous.
game, but
Uh, who had a rough game?
not yesterday. I think
Oh,
one game
Sasaki, yeah,
he didn't pitch
game
well
game two.
too.
Uh,
And then they're just firing out Shohei tonight. Shohei
yeah,
Ohtani's just going to start tonight. Although,
I
Tom, I've touched on it. He is underwhelming 2 years in a row for the Dodgers. We're talking about your
mhm.
Andy Pajes, your Will Smiths. Will Smith's an all-star, but all these other guys beating you. Like it's not
Yeah,
Shohei homering at the top of the lineup 50 times.
he doesn't have a home run, but do you know who's been pretty damn good in these playoffs?
Mookie Betts.
Mookie Betts, who he made that jump throw the other day and he was celebrating, and I'm just staring at him, just staring. And I was like, he is about to win his fourth World Series title.
Mm-hmm.
That's so many.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous. But
Mm-hmm.
here's where I wanted to go with this. You went with the Dodgers have too much. I wrote, what a dud. I said that to you and Tim last night,
Yep.
and I'll follow it up with this. Never, never let me trust the Brewers in the playoffs again. And here's why, Jack. I got some numbers. In this series, they have a 101 batting average. They have
Mm.
one home run.
Mm.
They have scored 3 runs.
Yikes.
Their WRC plus, for those out there who don't know this, it is a calculation where 100 is league average. So do you know what's really bad? Having a 50 WRC plus or under. The Brewers is -5. It's not like a single digit. It's not 20 or 25. It is -5.
Yeah, that's tough.
And then
But I mean,
go
Tom,
ahead.
Blake Snell absolutely rolled them for 8 innings. Absolutely shoved. The next night, Yamamoto allows a first inning home run and completely shuts the door and goes the complete game. And then last night, Glasnow was Tyler Glasnow from 2 years ago before he got hurt. Like, there's way too much for the Dodgers pitching staff.
I get that, but you this is part of the problem is like why I'm saying don't let me trust them. They're winning this not very offensively potent National League Central. They keep I don't know. They're like plucky and they have these comeback wins. Their playoff record in the last 5 years, if I may. 2024 won the NL Central, lost the wild card series. 2023 won the NL Central, lost the wild card series. 2022 missed the playoffs. 2021 won the Central, lost in the division series. 2020 missed the playoffs. And this year it will be 20. I mean, they made the league championship. That's good. But they, I just, they're not going to break through. And it's because going top to bottom through their lineup, Bryce Terang should be your like third best player. If he's your best player, what teams don't make the World Series without stars. I think that's a fact.
Sure.
And those years, I mean, they took the Dodgers to Game 7 when Christian Yelich was an MVP in 2018 in the LCS. But I don't know. I'm just sick of it. It's these. I just want to see a team with firepower against the Dodgers in the playoffs. And so far, they went Reds, Brewers. Who they beat last? That's yeah, who no wait. Who'd they beat in the first round? Am I wrong?
They beat the Cincinnati Reds, yeah.
Oh, and then the last round, they swept the Padres? No. Who did they beat? I can't remember who they beat in the Division series. I'm going insane right now. But it was an ass kicking.
Yeah.
Do you
The
remember?
Phillies.
Yes, okay, that's a good team. Okay. They they let okay, I mean that actually is more for your argument that they have too much. And Dave Roberts said we're playing our best baseball at the right time, and it's just true.
Yeah, and they're all healthy. Last year, none of them were healthy. And now they're all healthy. And I mean, Kike Hernandez is an entirely different player. And you can't, as a strategy, just be like, all right, well, get through Kike Hernandez. But you can't because you just feed him pitches in the zone and he's swinging so hard, Tom. He's going to run into him.
Yeah, this was we saw it here in 2021, and it made them sign him to a big extension.
Yeah.
It's tough to watch him every day for those 6 months, but if you're just checking in to the Dodgers in the playoffs, and you're like, wow, this guy just keeps doing it.
Mhm.
Uh,
He
so
had a
this is
negative zero point 0.2 WAR this year.
see, I have a feeling tonight will be the last night that we have two baseball games until March.
Yeah, sure. I get that too.
I don't think I was thinking how, in basketball, you always see it where a team goes up 3-0 and they lose the fourth game. Happened
Hmm.
to the Celtics in the finals. That doesn't quite happen as much in baseball, I don't think, because you're not like easing up on defense. Like
I mean,
Shohei's,
that is exactly what happened to the Dodgers when they played the Phillies, though. That's the exact thing. They went up 3-0 or 2-0, and then the Phillies won, and it was looking close, and then the Dodgers just crushed them.
yeah,
But that's
sure.
only a 5 game series instead of a seven. If you're up 3-0, that's soul crushing in baseball.
Yeah. Only we all know it's only happened once. And then we can go over to the American League.
Here we
Your
go.
did you have
Here
anything
we
else on
go,
the
Tommy.
NLCS?
No, it's over.
Yeah. That's tough. It's like this is going to be another short episode because that has been such a
Now,
dud.
if we end up on, because I know Milwaukee Brewers social media is aggregating all the negative stuff, and we're out there.
Hmm.
So if we end up on that, that'd be great. Because if the Brewers force 7 games, that'd be terrific for me and you.
And we would love the content. We'd love the views on the content. We'd love the clicks.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We're out there. We're gonna put it out there.
All it takes is 60 seconds to give us a view. Uh so American League Championship Series, each game has been won by the road team.
Mm-hmm.
The Blue Jays look like a monster in Toronto, and nope, strike that. The Mariners look like a monster in Toronto, and the Blue Jays look like a monster in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
I
I'd tell
I
you
want Go ahead.
what the this series is all about is the old long ball, Tom.
If you are hitting home runs that day, your team's gonna win. And I have a first take question for you, Jack.
Oh no.
Yeah. Who is game five more of a must win for?
Oh, the Mariners.
Hmm. Even though the away team has won every game?
Yeah, for sure, because the Blue Jays guaranteed going back to Toronto. And if they go back to Toronto 3-2, the Mariners are in a huge deficit.
Yeah, I agree. I said that second part just because I wanted
It's because you wanted an agitate. You're
to
a little shit
embrace
starter.
debate. You got
God.
Gosman against Bryce Miller tonight. Uh, if I'm going to be honest with you, I don't love the fact for the Mariners that they have to see Gosman, but they beat Skubal twice. The second one was in 15 innings, but a game
I
he's
don't think
starting.
they I don't think they beat Scoopable. Um,
He had he had like 4,000 strikeouts, which is okay. So I started writing things down again. I figured I'd be prepared today. Seattle is, you mentioned the home run. Seattle is looks like they're playing for the home run. They have two doubles and 19 singles, and the rest of their hits are home runs. The Blue Jays have eight doubles, 21 singles, and eight home runs. So they're they're putting the bat on the ball more, especially because the Mariners have struck out 43 times in 4 games.
yeah, they are playing for the homer, but the one thing that is cool in this series, and you just mentioned it, is you wanted to see somebody with firepower take on the Dodgers. Like both of these teams' stars are playing like they need to play in the league championship series. Uh, one person who is, I don't want to say just earning every cent of his giant contract in the first year of it. Vlad Guerrero Jr. is hitting the whole postseason 450 with 5 homers, 11 RBIs. He is the definition of on fire.
Hmm. It's awesome to watch.
hmm And on the other side, Cal Raleigh kind of is dominating too. They're walking him to get to Jorge Polanco, which is a terrible move because Polanco is on fire too. And then even Julio Rodriguez has started to kind of play like his superstar capability.
When he hit the home run in game three in the first inning, I was like, fuck, we're going to have two routes. We're going to have two
Yeah.
LCSs that are just routes. And then the Blue Jays have not stopped hitting home runs since that exact moment.
Since you've said that.
It it's it's interesting because guys like Logan Gilbert and George Kirby, when they're on, they're like Smoltz and Maddox.
hmm
Gilbert's just going to overpower you, and he's a huge dude. And Kirby is just not going to miss a location. But their two starts at home were rough.
Yeah, pretty shaky.
Or wait, I guess Gilbert pitched in Toronto. Castillo pitched last night. But those two guys are like 75% of the time they're awesome, but there's still that 25% where you're like, oh God, he just doesn't have it today. Where
Yeah.
I worry when you are in a situation like this, if you're a Mariners fan, Gilbert, not Gilbert, Gosman just comes out in deals. You're
Yeah.
usually not getting a bad Gosman
Your only hope is that Bryce Miller matches him.
again, which he did.
Yeah.
Uh, Brian Wu not being able to pitch sucks. He broke the team record for games that he pitched into the sixth inning, or at least the sixth inning. It's just he got hurt on the second to last week of the season and has not been back. And you know what they need, Jack? They need Randy Arozarena to be Randy Arozarena in the playoffs. He
Yeah,
has
he
played
is.
so bad.
Yeah, he hasn't had a good run. It's it's not good. I think his numbers in the postseason are 158. a homer, two RBIs. That's in
Yeah.
38 at bats, and he's the leadoff hitter. So
Hmm.
you really need something more out of that spot. Um, but again, I'm excited that it's 2-2 right now. And I think if the Mariners win tonight, then the Blue Jays obviously have the pressure, but they're going back to Toronto in a game six. That's going to be juiced.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love for this to end up being Mariners win tonight, Blue Jays wins on Sunday, and we get a game seven.
I can't believe they still do 2-3-2.
I think it's a travel thing because
Maybe.
you get instances like this where the Blue Jays and Mariners have to fly across the country.
But didn't basketball switch to 2-2-1-1-1?
Yeah, they did. They decided that game five was too pivotal. The higher seed should have it. So I am glad this is going to go at least six because I feel like Saturday night is going to be a baseball free night. I because I'll say my prediction right now that the Dodgers are going to sweep,
Yeah.
which we both kind of alluded to earlier. But Jack, I want your prediction for this ALCS
Oh man. Oh goodness.
because the next time we talk, I guess Monday is the thing, but we'll see.
I'm gonna say Blue Jays in seven.
Hmm. That's good. That's good. I actually agree with that. I think the Blue Jays just ripped the life out of the Mariners going there and taking two. I think the Mariners expected after four games to probably be up 3-1.
Yeah, they thought leaving Toronto, it's hard to see anybody that didn't think the Mariners were gonna end this series in Seattle.
And it sucks because I'm all about weird World Series. And the Mariners, if they win one more game, it is the best season that the franchise has ever had. They've only ever won two games in the ALCS. So seeing them go to the World Series would be awesome just to run into a buzzsaw, but it would still be awesome to see them go to the World Series. But I think everything's Jimenez hit 7 home runs this year, and he's hit two in back-to-back nights.
Vlad, I don't want to say Vlad only had 23, but Vlad had 23 and he has five. Like that they are just putting the
But
bat on the ball.
I love also this with the when it comes to Vlad. You've talked about the last 2 years of Otani. I hate when guys like slow. And not saying this was the case for Vlad, but guys come into the playoffs and get a reputation like, oh, but they didn't do anything in the playoffs. They're a star, but it's like Vlad proved that's not going to be him.
No.
He's good,
Yeah.
and I
It's
don't
the
think. Go
it's
ahead.
the David Ortiz. It's the elevation of like I
Yeah,
am good. I am that good during the season, but I am better when you when you want
right.
to pitch to me in this month.
I know how important these games are, so yeah, that's so I'll say Blue Jays in seven as well. Um, but who
Did that
knows?
fulfill your prediction for Blue Jays to the World Series? I know 2 years ago I made that prediction and I missed out. I must have been 1 year late.
No, I at the beginning of the year had Dodgers and Rangers. I thought the Rangers were gonna have a bounce back. Um, you had Dodgers, and I forget who. I think it was something completely wacky. Definitely didn't happen. So like the
Okay.
A's or something.
Yeah, I probably had the Angels or
Uh,
White Sox.
all right, Jack. So we have next time we talk baseball, we'll be into the World Series.
Fun stuff.
Because if Game 7 is Monday, I bet it starts on Thursday next week.
Maybe
If only I was had access to the internet and could look up the
at your
schedule.
fingertips.
Yeah. Uh, World Series game 1 Friday. Perfect. We can preview the whole dang thing.
Oh, that is perfect. Nice weekend start. That's great.
Also, I'm going to be honest with you, Jack. This happens to me every October. I forget about it because I get excited. I'm so fucking tired. It's like
Oh,
staying up for these games.
oh, sure. Yeah.
Like the pitch clock has taken a step back, it seems like, in the
It
playoffs.
doesn't seem to matter in the playoffs. They're not taking 20 seconds and they don't even display it on their score bug anymore.
It's God. It just seems like, yeah, everything's a little they let the batter have longer in between at bats. It just seems, which is fine. This is all that matters.
Got a
But
lot of ads in there, baby. You got to pack them full, pack them in there.
yeah. All right, Jack. I will talk to you probably on Monday.
All right, Tommy. Bye bye.